Have you ever wondered why some guys seem to naturally attract respect and admiration, while others struggle to make a lasting impression? Today, I'm revealing 10 game-changing rules every boy must know to have the right attitude towards girls. And trust me, rule number 10 will completely transform the way you see relationships. Stick around, because this could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and it goes beyond just politeness or basic courtesy. It means recognizing the other person as an individual with their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When interacting with girls, respect should be the foundation of every word and action. This involves not making assumptions based on stereotypes or appearances and treating them as equals in every sense. Respect also means being mindful of their boundaries. Everyone has limits, and acknowledging and honoring those limits shows that you value them as a person. For example, if someone isn't comfortable sharing certain personal details, pressuring them is disrespectful. Instead, allow the relationship to progress naturally without forcing anything. True respect also requires empathy. Take the time to see things from their perspective. When you genuinely try to understand someone's feelings and experiences, you create a space where trust and connection can flourish. A small but impactful way to show this is by paying attention during conversations. Put your phone away, maintain eye contact, and genuinely listen. These actions convey that you value what they have to say. Respect isn't something you demand. It's something you earn by consistently acting with integrity and kindness. When you approach girls with respect, it reflects your maturity and character, and it sets the tone for a relationship that is based on equality, understanding, and mutual appreciation. Respect is the first and most important step to building meaningful and lasting connections. Confidence is a magnetic quality that can shape how others perceive you, but it begins internally. To develop genuine confidence when interacting with girls, start by believing in your worth. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance or pretending to be something you're not. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and expressing yourself authentically. Body language plays a key role in exuding confidence. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and make eye contact during conversations. These subtle cues project self-assurance without needing to say a word. Avoid fidgeting or crossing your arms, as these can signal discomfort or insecurity. A confident posture makes you appear approachable and composed. Speaking clearly and calmly is another vital aspect. When talking, avoid rushing through your words or mumbling. Instead, articulate your thoughts with intention, and don't be afraid to pause and think before you speak. It shows that you value what you're saying and that you're not afraid of silence. Confidence also involves taking the initiative. Whether it's starting a conversation, suggesting plans, or expressing your thoughts, showing that you're not hesitant to take the lead demonstrates a strong sense of self. However, confidence doesn't mean dominating a conversation or situation. It's about finding a balance where you can express yourself while being mindful of the other person. Finally, remember that confidence grows with time and experience. Each interaction is an opportunity to learn and improve. Don't let fear of rejection or making mistakes hold you back. Embrace these experiences as stepping stones to becoming the best version of yourself. True confidence is not about being perfect, but about embracing who you are and allowing that authenticity to shine. Respect is a fundamental principle in any interaction, especially when it comes to building meaningful relationships with girls. To practice respect, start by genuinely listening during conversations. When she speaks, focus on her words, maintain eye contact, and avoid interrupting or forming a response before she's finished. This shows that you value her thoughts and opinions, which helps build trust and understanding. Respecting boundaries is another crucial aspect. Everyone has personal limits, and recognizing and honoring them is a sign of emotional maturity. Whether it's about physical space, time, or personal values, always ensure that your actions align with her comfort zone. For example, if she mentions she's not comfortable discussing certain topics, don't push her. Instead, steer the conversation towards a more neutral subject. Respect also means acknowledging her independence. Understand that she has her own goals, interests, and priorities. Celebrate her achievements and show support for her ambitions without feeling the need to control or influence her choices. This balance fosters a healthier dynamic and prevents the relationship from feeling one-sided or possessive. Avoid making assumptions or stereotypes. Treat each interaction as an opportunity to get to know her as an individual, free from preconceived notions. For instance, don't assume she likes something just because it's common among her peers. Take the time to learn about her unique preferences. Lastly, respect is about being honest and genuine. Be straightforward about your intentions, whether it's friendship or something more, and communicate openly. Avoid manipulation or playing games, as these undermine trust and create a shaky foundation. By treating her with the respect you'd want for yourself, you not only strengthen your bond, but also demonstrate a strong character rooted in integrity and empathy. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits you can possess, and it stems from a deep belief in yourself, your abilities, and your values. Confidence is not about arrogance or trying to impress others. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and projecting that assurance through your actions and demeanor. To develop and exude confidence, start by focusing on self-awareness. Know your strengths, but also acknowledge your weaknesses without letting them define you. Accept that you are a work in progress and embrace the process of growth. For example, if you're nervous about speaking up in a group, remind yourself of your unique perspective and take small steps toward contributing. Your body language plays a significant role in how confident you appear. Stand tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, and maintain eye contact when speaking or listening. A firm handshake or a calm, steady tone of voice also communicates assurance. Even when you feel uncertain, adopting confident body language can trick your mind into feeling more composed. Confidence also comes from competence. Work on developing your skills, whether it's in your career, hobbies, or personal growth. The more knowledgeable and capable you become, the more naturally confident you will feel. For example, if you enjoy sports, becoming proficient in your chosen activity can boost your self-esteem, which will reflect in your interactions. Avoid seeking validation or approval from others. True confidence comes from within, not from external sources. Instead of worrying about what others think of you, focus on living authentically and aligning your actions with your values. For instance, if you believe in kindness and fairness, let those principles guide your behavior rather than trying to conform to societal expectations. Finally, embrace failures and setbacks as part of life's journey. Confidence doesn't mean you'll never fail. It means you know how to bounce back when you do. Each challenge you overcome adds to your resilience, making you even more self-assured in the long run. By cultivating genuine confidence, you'll naturally attract people who appreciate and respect your authenticity. Respect is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, and it starts with how you treat yourself. If you don't respect yourself, it becomes challenging to command respect from others. Self-respect means setting boundaries, valuing your time and energy, and holding yourself to a standard of integrity and discipline. When you demonstrate self-respect, it sends a clear message to others about how you expect to be treated. For example, imagine someone constantly texting you at inconvenient times or asking you to drop everything for them. If you always comply, even at the expense of your own priorities, it signals a lack of self-respect. Instead, politely but firmly communicate your boundaries by saying something like, "I'm currently busy, but I can get back to you at a better time." This shows that you value your time and won't compromise it unnecessarily. Respect for others is equally important. It's about treating people with kindness, consideration, and fairness. This includes listening actively when someone speaks, acknowledging their feelings, and refraining from behaviors like interrupting or belittling. Respect is especially crucial when it comes to interacting with women. Avoid objectifying or demeaning language and approach conversations with genuine curiosity and interest. Additionally, respect involves recognizing and appreciating differences. Everyone has their own experiences, perspectives, and values, and showing respect means acknowledging these differences without judgment. For instance, if someone shares a viewpoint that differs from yours, respond with openness rather than dismissiveness. This shows emotional maturity and fosters a deeper connection. One of the key aspects of respect is it's not enough to show respect only when it's convenient or beneficial to you. True respect is unwavering, regardless of the circumstances. Whether you're dealing with a close friend, a romantic interest, or a stranger, maintaining a respectful attitude reflects your character and earns trust. Lastly, remember that respect is a two-way street. If someone doesn't reciprocate the respect you show, it's a signal to evaluate the relationship. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, and don't hesitate to distance yourself from those who undermine your worth. By embodying respect in all aspects of your life, you'll cultivate relationships built on mutual admiration and trust. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits you can possess, but it's important to understand that true confidence is quiet, not loud or boastful. It's not about constantly seeking attention or trying to prove your worth to others. Instead, confidence comes from within, grounded in your own sense of self-worth and the knowledge that you are capable of handling life's challenges. To build confidence, start by focusing on your strengths and accomplishments. Reflect on times when you've overcome obstacles or achieved goals, no matter how small. These moments are evidence of your capabilities and should be a source of pride. For instance, if you've ever successfully completed a challenging project or learned a new skill, remind yourself of the effort and determination it took to achieve that. Confidence also comes from preparation and growth. When you consistently work on improving yourself, whether it's through education, developing new skills, or physical fitness, you naturally feel more capable. For example, if you're nervous about speaking in public, practice and gain knowledge about the topic you'll present. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel. It's important to maintain a positive internal dialogue. How you talk to yourself directly impacts your confidence. Replace self-doubt with affirmations of your worth and potential. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," tell yourself, "I have what it takes to succeed." Over time, this shift in mindset can significantly boost your self-assurance. Confidence also means being comfortable with who you are and not needing validation from others. You don't have to change or conform to fit someone else's expectations. For example, if you have a unique sense of humor or personal interests, embrace them rather than hiding them to fit in. When you're authentic, you attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Body language plays a significant role in projecting confidence. Stand tall, maintain eye contact, and speak with clarity. These nonverbal cues signal self-assuredness and make others perceive you as more confident, even if you're feeling nervous inside. For instance, if you're meeting someone for the first time, offering a firm handshake and smiling can leave a lasting positive impression. Lastly, remember that confidence is a skill, not an inherent trait. It's something you can build over time with consistent effort and practice. Start by setting small, achievable goals and celebrating your progress along the way. As you accomplish more and step out of your comfort zone, your confidence will naturally grow, and it will radiate to those around you. Respect is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship or interaction, and it begins with respecting yourself. When you respect yourself, you set the tone for how others will treat you. Self-respect isn't about arrogance or entitlement. It's about valuing your own worth and standing firm in your principles. To cultivate self-respect, start by defining your values and boundaries. For instance, if honesty is a core value, commit to being truthful in your actions and expect the same from others. By knowing and honoring your values, you create a strong foundation of self-worth. Respecting yourself also involves taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This means prioritizing your health, maintaining good hygiene, and making time for self-care. For example, regularly exercising and eating well not only improve your physical health, but also signal to yourself and others that you value your body and mind. In social situations, self-respect is reflected in how you allow others to treat you. If someone disrespects or undermines you, it's crucial to address it calmly and assertively. For instance, if a friend constantly makes jokes at your expense, you might say, "I value our friendship, but those comments make me uncomfortable. I'd appreciate it if you could stop." Standing up for yourself shows that you won't tolerate mistreatment. Respecting yourself also means knowing when to walk away from toxic situations or relationships. If someone consistently disrespects your boundaries or treats you poorly, it's a sign that they don't value you the way you deserve. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It's an act of self-respect and strength. Beyond respecting yourself, showing respect to others is equally important. This includes listening actively, being kind, and treating people with empathy, regardless of their status or background. For example, when someone shares their opinion, even if you disagree, acknowledge their perspective by saying, "I see where you're coming from." This approach fosters mutual respect and strengthens your relationships. Remember, respect is reciprocal. When you respect yourself, you naturally command respect from others. It's not something you demand. It's something. Over time, living with respect will not only enhance your personal relationships, but also elevate your sense of self-worth and inner peace. Respect is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship or interaction, and it begins with respecting yourself. When you respect yourself, you set the tone for how others will treat you. Self-respect isn't about arrogance or entitlement. It's about valuing your own worth and standing firm in your principles. To cultivate self-respect, start by defining your values and boundaries. What matters most to you? What are the lines you're unwilling to cross? For instance, if honesty is a core value, commit to being truthful in your actions and expect the same from others. By knowing and honoring your values, you create a strong foundation of self-worth. Respecting yourself also involves taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This means prioritizing your health, maintaining good hygiene, and making time for self-care. For example, regularly exercising and eating well not only improve your physical health, but also signal to yourself and others that you value your body and mind. In social situations, self-respect is reflected in how you allow others to treat you. If someone disrespects or undermines you, it's crucial to address it calmly and assertively. For instance, if a friend constantly makes jokes at your expense, you might say, "I value our friendship, but those comments make me uncomfortable. I'd appreciate it if you could stop." Standing up for yourself shows that you won't tolerate mistreatment. Respecting yourself also means knowing when to walk away from toxic situations or relationships. If someone consistently disrespects your boundaries or treats you poorly, it's a sign that they don't value you the way you deserve. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. This includes listening actively, being kind, and treating people with empathy, regardless of their status or background. For example, when someone shares their opinion, even if you disagree, acknowledge their perspective by saying, "I see where you're coming from." This approach fosters mutual respect and strengthens your relationships. Remember, respect is reciprocal. When you respect yourself, you naturally command respect from others. It's not something you demand. It's something you earn through your actions, integrity, and the way you treat others. Over time, living with respect will not only enhance your personal relationships, but also elevate your sense of self-worth and inner peace. Authenticity is a cornerstone of building meaningful connections and earning respect in any interaction. Being true to yourself not only boosts your confidence, but also attracts the right kind of people into your life. Those who appreciate you for who you genuinely are, not for who you pretend to be. When you're authentic, you express your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings honestly, without worrying about conforming to someone else's expectations. This doesn't mean being blunt or disrespectful. It means having the courage to share your true self in a respectful and thoughtful way. For instance, if someone asks for your opinion on a topic, don't just agree to fit in. Share your perspective genuinely. Authenticity creates trust because people can sense when someone is being real versus when they're putting on a facade. Authenticity also means embracing your individuality and not being afraid to stand out. You don't need to follow every trend or act in a certain way to impress others. Instead, let your unique traits, values, and passions shine through. Imagine you're in a group where everyone has a similar opinion on something, but you see things differently. Rather than suppressing your viewpoint, confidently yet respectfully voice your perspective. This shows that you value your own thoughts and aren't afraid to be different. At the same time, authenticity involves being honest about your limitations and vulnerabilities. You don't have to pretend to be perfect or have it all figured out. People connect more deeply with someone who is relatable and willing to admit their flaws. For example, if you're struggling with a task or situation, saying, "I'm having a hard time with this. Can you help me?" is far more authentic and endearing than pretending to have everything under control. Vulnerability fosters trust and encourages others to open up as well. Another aspect of authenticity is aligning your actions with your words. When you commit to something or promise, when you're patient, You allow relationships to develop organically without rushing or forcing outcomes. For example, instead of expecting someone to open up or trust you immediately, you give them the time and space to feel comfortable. This patience shows that you value the person for who they are and not just for what they can offer you in the moment. It creates an environment where trust can grow naturally. Patience also helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts or misunderstandings. For instance, if a girl doesn't respond to your message right away or seems distant, being patient allows you to consider her perspective rather than jumping to conclusions or reacting emotionally. Maybe she's busy, dealing with personal issues, or simply needs some time to process her thoughts. By staying calm and understanding, you demonstrate emotional intelligence and avoid creating tension unnecessarily. In social settings, patience is key to maintaining composure and building deeper connections. Let's say you're interested in someone who may not feel the same way initially. Instead of pressuring them or becoming frustrated, patience allows you to focus on building a genuine bond. You can show consistent kindness, respect, and interest without overwhelming them. Over time, they may begin to see your value and feel more drawn to you because of your steady and respectful approach. Moreover, patience extends to how you handle your own emotions and expectations. Sometimes, you may feel tempted to rush into decisions or actions because of excitement or frustration. However, by practicing patience, you give yourself time to reflect and make choices that align with your values and long-term goals. For instance, if you're considering confessing your feelings to someone, patience allows you to choose the right time and setting, ensuring your message is well received. An excellent example of patience is seen in the art of listening. When someone is speaking, truly listening without interrupting or rushing to share your perspective shows that you value their thoughts and feelings. This simple yet powerful act strengthens connections and builds trust, as the other person feels heard and understood. Patience also teaches resilience and the ability to handle setbacks gracefully. In relationships, not everything will go as planned, and there will be moments of disappointment or difficulty. Instead of giving up or reacting negatively, patience helps you approach challenges with a calm and constructive mindset. For example, if an argument arises, rather than escalating it with impulsive words, patience allows you to pause, reflect, and address the issue with clarity and understanding. In the long run, patience is a skill that fosters meaningful and lasting relationships. It shows that you respect not only the other person's boundaries and timeline, but also your own ability to navigate situations thoughtfully and confidently. Patience is not about passivity or waiting endlessly. It's about maintaining a balanced perspective and trusting that the right outcomes will unfold in due time.